So still to start, Valentin Christoph of Azerbaijan, who should be appearing when the bar reaches 135. Chen Liyun of China, who should be... But before that, it'll be Oscar Figueroa, the Olympic silver medalist, I think at 132, and also Ivalio Filiev of Bulgaria at 132. And it's going to be the Bulgarian. Now the interesting point here is that in April he was 7th in the European Championships at the 69 kilo level when he snatched 137 kilos. So here we're going to see the effect of coming down a weight class. But we'll have to wait a little longer because Majid Asghari has taken his place at 132 and Filiev has put the bar up to 133. So Asghari representing Iran, 4 kilo increase. So this is real new territory for this man. It'll be a heck of a increase from what he did in the Universiade. ...21 years of age. Now, when he comes out again for this, it'll be a real test of his mettle.
This angle is really not a great angle to give much feedback with. Just see there, jumping backwards slightly. Bar thrown overhead, couldn't quite steady himself.
The great man, Razazadeh, yeah. Double Olympic champion or triple Olympic champion. Sydney, Athens, and Beijing. No, not Beijing, that was Steiner. Sydney and Athens.
Seconds.
He wasn't quite sure, was he?
Another evident on that lift, just trying to pull the arms too early, didn't really fully get the legs into the lift, didn't generate enough height on the bar.
See, that would have been a new personal best, and when you get to that level, maybe you just have that little bit in your mind when you're coming out on stage that you're going for something that you've not done on a competition stage before, and you're thinking, can I? And as soon as that starts to creep into your head, it's often your undoing. Yeah, Matthias Steiner, Olympic champion in Beijing, and ever since then he's been on the chat show circuit across Germany. Of course, he did compete in London, but so much disruption, really, there was never a chance that he was going to retain the title.
It was quite a nasty injury that he had in London. I remember watching that.
So now Bulgaria and Ivalio Filiev. Now this is the man who's come down from 69 this season to today's category of 62. Just under half a minute left in which to move the bar. ...15 seconds.
Well, it looked comfortable. Small step forwards to readjust. My goodness me, he looks trim as well. You can see how cut he is there. Lost a lot of weight coming down.
133 kilos and puts him into the lead.
I think he's going to enjoy his dinner tonight. These lifters weigh in just 2 hours before the competition. It's not like boxing where it's the day before and they have a chance to rehydrate and refuel. 2 hours before, and by the time the weigh-in is over, it's probably only about an hour before you need to start warming up. So even after the weigh-in, they can't eat or drink too much because they don't want to be feeling sick whilst getting ready.
So here's our Iranian challenger for the third and final time in this department of the competition. 133 on the bar, and that's gone up a kilo from his failure at 132, but it's given him just a little bit more time to hopefully sort things out. This is 10 kilos up on what he lifted as a 56 kilo athlete in the Junior Worlds of 2 years ago. But he's at an age where progress can be made rapidly.
First save again, unfortunately, throwing the shoulders too far back.
You sense he's got the strength to do it, but not the technique at the moment.
Yeah, just needs to keep his shoulders above the bar for a little bit longer. So by the time the bar gets to mid-thigh, his shoulders are already way behind the bar.
Valentin Christoph goes up, second time, second change.
So the bar moving up to 135 kilos. And it's going to be the appearance of Christoph. Now, remember, he posted 130 as his opener, and he's now coming in at 136 kilos. This is the bronze medalist from London in the 56 kilo category. This season's Junior World Champion, this season's European Champion. But it isn't. It's actually Mosquera. I was getting ahead of myself because Christoph looked as if he was going to come in. But he's put the bar to 136 and it's now at 135.
Yeah, Oscar Figueroa up 3 kilos on the weight that he posted originally, so the warm-up must have gone quite well.
So this is the Olympic silver medalist from London at this weight category. Lifted 153 kilos in London.
Well, a little soft on that first attempt. I think he can improve going forwards. He's going to have to, I think, if he wants to go much further.
Actually 140 kilos in London, I beg your pardon. The man who lifted 153 in London was Kim Ung-guk. And that actually was equal to the world record, but you don't get the record unless you break it by at least a kilo. So 2 kilo increase for the Bulgarian now, Filev. Still Chen, the winner of the national games for China, yet to start. Second attempt, and he runs into trouble.
He runs out of legs as well. It's critical now, having dropped so much body weight. This is where it takes its toll.
So, Christoph for Azerbaijan, Kim for People's Republic of Korea, Chen for China. Those are the three who yet to start.
It's a good battle here as well between the Colombians.
Yeah, Francisco 21, Oscar Figueroa 30 years of age.
See the muscles in his back there. Tighten up. Make a nice flat back. Well, that was close. He has the strength. Looking to the heavens for an answer. Why didn't that stay there?
Again, you're looking at a man who was really pushing himself. His personal best was last season on 128 kilos. Obviously felt he could do more than 130. But
technically not much wrong with that, just overhead. It's not safe to try and hold on to that. That's when we see elbows and shoulders going. So we did the right thing.
But in your opinion, strong enough to...
Fourth attempt.
Now Filev for recovery. Same weight as he had on the second attempt. Half a minute in which to lift the bar off the platform.
Really needs to use his legs now. That is better, but not quite enough.
And he gets left on 133 kilos. He's currently in second place in the Olympic silver medalist Oscar Figueroa. And the bar going to 136.
China, please prepare 138.
Finally, I can get it right now, Michaela. Christoph coming on at 136, but this is 6 kilos up on his originally posted opening weight of 130. So we have to assume that backstage the warm-up's gone really, really well. He is, as I said before, the Olympic bronze medalist from 56 kilos and this season's junior world and European champion. So he's on a roll.
So fast, so explosive. And do you know what? He looks, in my view, a lot better. He looks a lot healthier at this body weight. He's a lot fuller, his legs are more compact. He just looks overall in much, much better shape. Being technical there, heels came off the floor way too early.
China, please prepare. Przygotowuje się w dalszym ciągu.
It's the climax of the Asian football.
Vanev there, coach for the Azerbaijani team, and Christoph also the lightest of the major contenders, so that may well come into play. 61.17 kilos. Remember, he's
moved up, so it's kind of normal for you to be one of the lighter guys in the group. He's obviously not having issues with weight, which is a nice position to be in, being able to enjoy food as well.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Now Chen, National Games champion. Well, not all have flourished from the National Games, particularly in the women's division. But 145 in the National Games, 176 in the clean and jerk. 321 total.
Look how wide his feet are. That's going to put some serious pressure on the knees. When you've got quads that big, it's going to protect the knees as well, so...
And once again, the Chinese not mucking around. They had a plan, they've stuck to it.
Yeah, he's a strong lad.
Junior world champion 3 years ago.
Very stable underneath the bar, and you can see when he catches it, there's no movement, there's no sinking any deeper. A lot of lifters back home watching this will probably be thinking, how on earth does he do it? Well, you've got to get that feeling of dropping.
So he leads at the moment. Chen with 138, the bar moving up to 139 for the Olympic silver medalist Figueroa. Good first lift of 135, 4 kilo increase here for him.
He looks a lot bigger than a 62 lifter.
Well, he was a 69 lifter in winning the Pan Americans in 2012. So he's come down since
a very
2012.
large frame for a 62 lifter. Yes, he's pleased with that.
2 out of 2. And of course, takes the lead away from Chen of China, and it's now in the hands of the Colombian.
He's a man on a mission, not hanging around to wait for the coaches. He says, I'm in control. Sits very, very upright, but watch as he comes off, bum comes up to correct that position.
And good to see that just at the end of the lift. A little bit of fire there. I want this. So does this man, Christoph. 19 years of age. Keep that in the back of your mind as well. Progressive. 3 kilo increase. Again, this for the lead. By virtue of his lighter body weight over Figueroa. Oh!
Well, a massive swing on that bar, but doesn't he do well? You know, if you can get away with it, why not?
Well, fantastic speed. The acceleration of the bar was stunning.
Pocket rocket.
Zlatan Vanev, of course, formerly for Bulgaria.
Well, when you're that fast, you can make a few other errors and get away with it.
Figueroa goes up, and now Valentin Christoph.
So 140 being asked for on the bar at the moment. Kim Un of the People's Republic of Korea, 145 posted for his opener. The only man yet to start. So Christoph's got 1 attempt remaining. Chen's got 2. And Figueroa here, just this 3rd attempt, but he's made both of the other efforts. 141. Kilo more than he lifted in the Olympic Games. So this for a new personal best. As a 69 kilo lifter, obviously he's lifted more than this, but this will be an interesting challenge. Ten seconds.
Not to be. Time wouldn't have affected him. David knows exactly how long he has left. Just in front of him, slightly to the right, there's a small box on the platform that tells you how long you've got. It's clock ticking down, so he'll be fully aware.
So the situation at the moment is that we've got 2 lifts left for Chen, 3 for Kim Un-guk, who hasn't appeared yet, and we've got 1 for Christoph, and this is the one. So 136, 139, this man moving up from 56 kilos, representing Azerbaijan, and so far looking very impressive, and as you said, Michaela, looking a lot more comfortable at this weight category.
Yeah, he looks a lot healthier. And that's the problem with weightlifting, is you train overweight, so every lifter pretty much is cutting weight and timing it to perfection, so on the day they're just underneath the category limit. Wow, look at that.
Fantastic. 3 out of 3 enhances his advantage in first place. 141.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. 3 out of 3. Great lifting.
So continues his progressive performance this season in this heavier weight category. So Chen on the stage here, 143, and This, of course, a 5 kilo increase for the 20-year-old Chinese National Games champion. Still the Olympic champion to start. And yet again, that wide position with the feet.
You know, he's going to be suffering in later life with those knees and hips. But it's effective for him. It allows him to get into a really deep position. I think if you and I tried that, David, we'd probably tear something.
Well, he takes over the lead. Christoph down to second place. Currently in the bronze medal position is Oscar Figueroa. Remember, Kim Un-guk. This is going to be fascinating, isn't it? Because Kim Un-guk on 145, the snatch world record, 153.
Well, the bar is now being loaded to 145 for Kim Un-guk. His first attempt. This is going to be a massive, massive opening attempt.
Well, he did 145 in the Asian Championships. He did 153 in the Olympic Games. But because Shi Ziyong did it originally in Izmir more than, 11 years ago, he has to find another kilo if he wants to break the world record. But that's not on his mind at the moment. It's winning and trying to get as much of a advantage as he can for the second half of the competition.
Wow, superb. One of the most technically efficient and powerful lifters that we've seen here today. That is why he's at the top of the leaderboard right now.
Well, the situation is that Chen has now been pushed down into second place, and the bar going to 146 kilos.
Just look how close.
Or is it? No. Chen's. This is interesting. What Chen's going to do is he's happy to let Kim take the second attempt and then see where Kim goes. So the bar's changing again. 146 for Chen now.
146, Sulijin, China.
So Chen's heavier than Kim, so that's why he needs the extra kilo to go ahead. And then a slightly optimistic hope that Kim is going to fail his next two attempts. If, of course, Chen gets this. This will be for 3 out of 3.
Can he stand from there?
He can.
Just twisting slightly. Tremendous overhead strength to steady himself. He's got to be pleased with that.
So 146 kilos. Now that is a kilo more than he lifted in the national games. So that's a good set for him. But who's going to match Kim Un-guk? The opportunity for Guk now is to try from the field to give himself easier chance in the second for the competition when he's playing the overall title.
Well, looking at the clean and jerk starting weight, it's slightly lower than the Chinese lifters, so this must be, he must be in really confident form to be taking a 5 kilo.
150, 3 kilos short of the world. But he'd have to take 154 to break it. But first he has to make this. 24 years of age, but He's absolutely at the height of his powers, and he salutes the contingent from the People's Republic of Korea who are sitting across to our right. Must be 40 or 50 of them now.
Well, let's just hope he's not too happy with that, because he's still got one attempt remaining. He needs to stay focused, and he needs to find more legs still for the next attempt.
Well, the choice is his now, isn't it? Because Chen's got 146, he's got a 4 kilo advantage, he's got a body weight advantage. Record. Here we go. Okay, this is for 1 kilo more than Xi Jiang of China, set in Izmir in June of 2002 in the Junior World Championships. And Kim got the world record holder for the total with 327. And there you can see the situation in the snatch rankings. But of course, just as important, Michaela, if he does this, he's got an 8 kilo pull and body weight over Chen.
Well, hopefully we're going to see a new world record, but for the sake of the competition, it might keep it closer if he misses it.
Well, we haven't seen a world record yet.
Well, he's still got well over a minute to recover.
Right, now he needs to focus. There's a lot of noise around the arena, plenty to distract him. He needs to come down, get into the zone.
Just not sure he's used enough recovery time here.
Yeah, he could have used more. He's got still a minute.
I didn't want him to miss it, but keep the competition open and interesting.
Yeah. So, as it is, he's only got a 4 kilo advantage over Chen of China, who's posted 173 for his opening clean and jerk, whereas Kim has posted 170. So, an intriguing first half of this men's 62 kilo competition. In the bronze medal position for Azerbaijan in his first 62 kilo world championship. Chen, China, silver medal position, and Kim, the Olympic champion, in first place. 9 kilos separating the first three. And there you have confirmation of that. And then the Olympic silver medalist for Colombia in second place. All very nicely set up for the second half of the competition after a 15-minute break. The capital of Moldova. Now we switch to Uzbekistan, and another man who failed to total, in his case in the London Olympic Games, in which he managed 117 kilos in the snatch phase. Today he's improved that to 125. He's made 3 out of 3, so let's hope he can keep this run going. 151 to open up. Straight in for a personal best. Yeah, nice and strong overhead, feet in line, not really a problem.
Yeah, look fairly comfortable. We're going to see a bit more. He's having trouble undoing his belt. Does his belt up so tight. Yeah, after the clean there, David, there's more oscillation on that bar. The bar never really steadies itself completely before going for it. The rules are the bar must stay stationary on the shoulders, no oscillation allowed, so he got away with it at the time.
Well, the referee sitting within 5 and the jury sitting within 8. But they're happy. So 276 he's into the overall lead. Only because his body 61.41. And the the clean and jerks was, just having a look at this, was 1:55.
See him pacing around there, trying to get the oxygen back in, keeping the legs moving and trying to compose himself. When you follow yourself, you only have 2 minutes, and that really is not very long to recover. The nervous system really is shot after a maximum effort. In contrast, we see Kim Onguk there just relaxing, waiting in the wings.
Really got a routine here. His timing is exactly the same for when he arrives on stage and gives himself about 45 seconds. Chops up. The bearded Makarovsky, well address an
Caught that with his chest low, did well to recover. See the bar just moving slightly, it wasn't bad oscillation. You see he used the timing, used the whip on the bar to help with that jerk.
But he gets it, and the point 1:55 achieved. Takes him up to 208. 6 kilos clear of the Thai lifter who led after his group. Now, just looking at this bar, 156, I'm sure he's going to change that. It's gone to 157.
Just optimising the time. Every time loaders change the weight.
Just buys him another 15 seconds.
Trust me, 3 lifts back to back with just 2 minute recovery between. He's going to need every second he can get.
Next change.
Well, interesting. He's going to get a bit more recovery time because he's decided to put the bar to 160 now. That allows Ahmed Saad of Egypt to come in and take his first attempt. 125, 130 in 7th place at the halfway stage. The Mediterranean Games champion of 2013. Now, he lifted 2 kilos more than this in the Olympic Games, in which he finished 9th last year. At this particular moment, he's 4 kilos more than he clean and jerked in the Mediterranean Games earlier in the season.
Taking his time. No, he's not going to get that.
No, as he started to walk forward there, the hips were behind, and you can't really duck walk to get up, and he was running out of time anyway. Same weight, but it's, oh, you see, it's a
good clean, nice full extension of clean. There, started to recover. I think the biggest problem was his right elbow gave way. But I'm sure he'll correct that on the second attempt.
Oh, you see, is he going to be happier with discipline. I think he might be.
No.
Missed that.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Yeah. So my just going to be around. Get 60 to 28, so that's stats.
Quite a few lifters coming in on this weight.
Yeah, just reflecting on the Iranian, that's a big best for him to clean jerk. Filev of Bulgaria started not in a bad way with 133, but couldn't match take 135 on either his second or his third attempt in the first half. 60 to take him to 293. Give him the overall lead.
Wow. Executed that very effective for him. He's very good. Power jerk. Power jerk.
Graphic there, trying to up into total for Egypt. And he really takes his time. Big effort required.
You take that long, it really does sap your energy. I don't know why he's taking so long. You don't even see that inexperienced lifters. See any benefit doing that?
For me, get himself in the mindset to actually really chuck the bar overhead. The whole process is just taking too long, and as you say, he's got to come in and within 7, 8 seconds he's got to be above his head.
Every second you're holding the ball on your shoulders, it's just draining you from you.
Now, talking of making amends, this man hasn't got a total either. Not as yet.
Well, he has now.
Yep, the 160 joins the 127 to give him 287. 6th place in the clean and jerk.
I'm not sure if he got.
But if you look at the score, the story shows only Makarov. By contrast, going for 6 out of 6. And of course, in terms of personal best, really making the best of his way home here. He's at the moment sitting on 280 kilos in 4th place overall. This was a man who got a bronze medal back in the World Championships of 2007 when he was 19 years of age.
Very slow off the floor, but didn't he make up for it? You see his body buckling under that.
So unfortunately he finishes on 280 kilos. Now, is there a problem here? Because 280 in 4th place. Just checking this at the moment. He entered a total of 310 kilos. And you have to finish within 20 kilos of your entered total.
David, I thought it was your starting weights had to add up to within 20 kilos of the weight you entered. So yeah. He's way down on that. Why has nobody picked up on that?
Now, he heard you. As Ahmed side heard. Okay, we've done the flick. Now we need to keep the bar moving. Can't stay there forever.
He's not got it.
Well, there's a block there, and he needs to resolve that problem because that's a very disappointing end for a man who was pretty impressed. That's the second man who is just we do not want to see.
Thursday nights.
Actually, Makarov, again, apologies for the confusion. Makarov was 91, so he is within the 20. So, once again, on my part, apologies for that. This is Filev. Now, he's sitting on 293. A second attempt at 164, 4 kilo increase here for 297. And this to give him the overall lead, or enhance his overall lead, I should say. And take the lead in the clean and jerk.
Well, he didn't move it quick enough today. Just hit it so hard at the bottom. Frustration in the coach. Can you just say, you get out there and do it if you think you can do it any better? I don't think he dropped that on purpose, did he?
No. state of play, but still plenty of men to enter the arena. There are actually 5 of them who've yet to start. Hey, Christoph and Francisco from Colombia. So 10 of China, and also Oscar from Colombia. So the bar's 165 now, and this should be the moment that Francisco will come on to according to plan. In 6th place at the halfway stage. One successful lift only brings 130 kilos forward. 95 instantly into the
super solid overhead. You know, these lifters, this is the first world champs it appears they're trying to almost copy power and how tight they can do their knee ups up. They walk up and down the stairs. The clean wasn't perfect, stood up, had to take a step forwards to get underneath it. The jerk is very impressive.
for first base. So decent increase this, 5 kilos.
To use them. Just 10 remaining there.
Get that, he will still be well ahead of best. He's 21, so time he's second, so this would if he gets this. This is now a 5 increase. This will take him up to 8.
Well, the was better, obviously. So, the jerk is much less effective at this level. Got to be able to drive the bar so much higher to catch it at arm's length. There are reasons people use this technique. Maybe the knees are a problem, maybe they struggle with the position on the split. But unless you're spot on in line, you've got no chance of getting it.
Yeah, they might have to reflect about this, mightn't they? Having come down from 69 kilos to 62, hasn't really been a successful outing. Now, Majid Asghari Big moment for him. Got a 160, so he's got a total. Needs this for 293. Would the clean and jerk.
Not like that.
No, and unfortunately his challengers petered out there, and he's left with a total of 288. But once again, I need to put this in perspective, because in the Universiad, 266 kilos, so that's a big increase despite those failures. And he was the junior world silver medalist 2 seasons ago at 56 kilos.
Japonia, Japan, Saturday, trzecie podejście. Warto powiedzieć, że zawodnik z Korei rozpocznie dopiero od 190 kg.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen Yoichi Itokazu, but this is a very big question. He's had plenty of recovery time, but this is a 7 kilo increase. Michaela shaking her head.
I think we should have a little wager here, David. I'd be honest with you, after his first attempt, I just don't think he's got the legs to...
It's just the whole day actually hasn't gone particularly well. He made 2 out of... What is it? 2 out of 5, so the percentages are all against him. It's really not gone to plan.
Well, I didn't think he would get that far, so let's see if he's got the jerk.
And that leaves him on 287. Now compare that with the bronze medal he got earlier in the year in July at the Universiad, total up 294. Or December 2012 when he was down in Elat at the World University Championships, 290. So this has not been a good journey really for the World Championships. It's back to the drawing table. Now, the bar has gone to 170, and this brings in, because first attempts take precedence, and this is Christoph. Valentin Christoph, the bronze medalist at the halfway stage, 9 kilos behind Kim of the People's Republic of Korea, and 5 behind Chen of Liyun, who currently lies in second place.
Oh, goodness me, look how fast he is. Most lifters would do anything for that speed. That's it.
Well, no question. You sort of know that he was going straight into the lead there. 170's had to the 141, so he's well into the 300s now. 311, lead in the clean and jerk, lead in the total. And Kim coming out for 170. Now this is sensible lifting.
Sure who looks most impressive. This is the business end of the competition today. And these guys are in shape, they're in form, they're ready. He's going to need to keep his composure and keep his focus though.
Yeah, he certainly plays to the gallery a little bit, but perhaps it would be better if he just held off that for a while. Of course, he's in the lead now with 320, so he's over Valentin Christoph. And Chen, of course, not due to arrive till 173, and remember he's got a 4 kilo deficit and is the heavier of the two major players. Now Francisco Mosquera 170.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh,
Wow, I've never seen that happen before. Well, I'm glad his legs are still attached after that one. By the looks of it, his feet slipped.
yeah.
See him rubbing his hip. Yes, he's going to be a little bit sore there tomorrow. So hopefully the adrenaline will see what happened there. Oh yeah. Wow. That platform's very, very slippery. There's a lot of strain on the knees alone. And the groin there trying to stand up. You can ask for the platform to be swept or wiped. Obviously with the lifters using chalk on their hands, there may be excess chalk on the platform, which is what's made it slippery.
Yeah, also when you get a brand new platform, you know, with the finish on top of it, sometimes you need to rough it a bit to give it the grip.
Yeah, it also depends on the shoes he's wearing. If they're old shoes, they may not have any grip left on the bottom. It's like anything, you get used to your own training kit, and you don't really want to be changing boots. It's not like wearing trainers, they do last for several years. But when the grip's gone, you become exposed on a platform like that. I believe with the chalk on the platform there's also some grip they can stand in to try and give them a bit of extra grip. It's going to have knocked his confidence for sure.
Well, not something he would expect, that's for sure.
You see him now just putting his feet in the bin.
So, third attempt. Kim leads with 320. Christoph of Azerbaijan 311. Francisco. Third and final attempt for Francisco Martel. Currently in third place overall on 295. 5 kilo increase would take him to 300.
Well, that's disappointing. I think you find that second failure there would have knocked his confidence. He's disappointed, you can see it in his body language.
Yeah, and he's left on 295. Still better than he did in winning the Pan American Games, but you would expect him to be better at the World Championships, but... that he's only got 2 out of 6. Yeah.
Also goes up 173 kilograms.
So the bar goes to 173, and it's interesting here that Oscar Figueroa, the runner-up to look in the Olympic Games, has put the bar on 175. Now that's because that's 8 kilos up on his originally announced opening weight. So remember, he was 11 kilos off the pace. So he's trying with his first attempt to get himself right in there with a chance of an overall medal, or at least a clean and jerk medal. But he's not the man we concentrate on now. This is Chen, the National Games champion. 176 is what clean and jerked in the National Games. He actually tried 183 but didn't get it.
Well, another surprise with the Chinese lifters. We had a shock earlier today. See, he's put a t-shirt on after the snatch. Maybe that's to make sure the bar doesn't slip off his shoulders.
Yeah, Michaela was referring to a surprise which you can see immediately after this particular final, so we're not going to give it away.
Really, sorry.
he's got a gallery and he's determined to play to it. And they're just chanting his name. So 40 seconds, plenty of time. Now he's in the overall lead. This is a 3 kilo increase. So it just turns the screw on the likes of Chen. Well, his best ever was 174, so he's, at least on what we know about it, he's pretty close to his limit. So can Chen come back? Because now this is pretty important for Chen. Remember, he's 4 kilos down.
And body weight.
However, if he can get this just with his last attempt, might have a chance. It's long odds, but you just never know. Slightly better for me, the clean.
No.
Oh no. So where's that strength overhead?
As far as I'm concerned, that's not strength overhead, that's lack of leg drive. He's going to be driving higher through the bar before he moves his feet. Just relying a bit on upper body. He might be tired, he might be fatigued from having dropped body weight as well.
Figueroa hasn't even started. Christoph has got 2 lifts left as well. So there's some very high stakes poker being played backstage here. If Guk and Chen go south with these lifts, it just potentially opens the door a little bit. More so for Christoph than it does for Figueroa, but you sort of sense if Kim can get this, he might just have done enough.
He needs this. I don't know.
No. So he got the 170, but he didn't get the 173. Now he's on 120, and his destiny is in the hands of others.
Horrible position to be in, having done everything you can. You just have to go back to the warm-up room and wait to see what the rest of the competition have.
Now the bar's staying on 173 at the moment for Chen, but I think they're thinking about it. Chinese are thinking about it at the moment, and they might go for the big gamble, who knows.
It's a massive gamble if they go for it. They need a 175 to go into the lead. It might well be enough to take the overall lead if he can be successful. He's doing it.
Well, it's going to be Figueroa because it'll be his first attempt.
Huge gamble from Chen, China. 2 failures at 173. Going all or nothing. Eyeballs out for a 175 to take the lead.
But he can do 176 in one of the national games, so...
Yeah, sure, but you've got to go with how you're feeling on the day, and he's not looking in the greatest shape.
Now, Figueroa. This could be a piece of sweet revenge that he could use the 3 attempts, couldn't it?
He's got his best down as a 185, so this is 175, 10 kilos down on his best. If he can put a good string of lifts together here, he can well bring himself right back into contention. 185, world record is 180, so I'm guessing it's done in an unofficial event. Has the capability. Can he execute when it matters?
Did 177 in the Olympics. Got to make this first attempt. Good clean. Good. He's got it. He's got it. He's on his way. The central referee didn't like that, but for me, I thought that was
wrong with the clean.
3:14. Now 6 kilos behind Kim.
Zatem pozostaje ciężar bez zmian. Inny zawodnik. Sunli China. Sunday. Trzecie podejście.
Well, here comes Chen. This is the moment. 175. He makes it. Well, the whole situation changes. If he doesn't make it, of course, then he doesn't get the total. So this is for the overall lead. Question.
So clean. And he's got it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Different there as he did not hesitate on his shoulders, straight out of the dip and right, wasting no energy, superb recovery.
321 and by kilo, which he needed because he was the heaviest man. The national games champion goes into the lead by a kilo. And it's now down to Christoph and Figueroa, respectively, of Azerbaijan and Colombia to chase. So Christoph is 9 kilos, 10 kilos away, but he's lighter, so he's got to find 10 kilos in 2 attempts. He's looking for 6 of those in this second attempt, and Figueroa at the moment is what would be 7 kilos, but he needs to find 8 because he's heavier than Chen. Some finish. It's entirely possible.
8 kilos also, David, would take him to a world record attempt.
It's entirely possible, believe it or not, Kim could not make the podium here. 4 attempts, we need 4 good lifts. 176 strong.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Missed it. Oh, there we go.
Too close to the windpipe?
Yeah, I think so. Just stops the oxygen to the brain. He's got a bit dizzy there after the clean.
What a pity. Well, you've got to say that that's his chance gone. He's lying in 4th place at the moment. He's 3 kilos behind Figueroa. Now, Figueroa's got 176 on the bar, but that would be his second attempt. And he's gone to 177, so he's put Christoph in. So Figueroa, at the moment, he's only increased the bar by 2 kilos, but he's going to let Christoph do what he can and then see what he has to do. It'll be 2 attempts by Oscar Figueroa to upset the apple cart, if he can.
The clock is on 27 seconds now as he comes out. Definitely has not recovered, especially having just gone with a bit more time.
You have to say it's a smart move by the Colombians. Go up the
Need to waste time and choke on his hands.
well, credit to him, he's got the clean. Bar looks better. Well, consolation is that he's definitely going home with a bronze on the snatch phase. He's in 3rd place in the clean and jerk. In 2nd, and Chen, of course, in 1st place. So he's going to get a couple of bronze medals as a consolation prize.
As far as tactics go, it was a good call by the Colombians there. Really put Christoph under pressure.
So here we go. 2 attempts left in the 62 kilo championship of the world, and Figueroa has to find 8 kilos. The bar is on 177. He's currently in the bronze medal position overall. But of course this would win him the clean and jerk gold medal. So I think that's what they're thinking about first and foremost. he would stay third overall. There's a press out on the left arm there, surely.
Well,
no, he's not going to get that. Oh, well. What do you reckon?
I saw it too, David, but it wasn't as blatant as some that I've seen.
But am I wrong?
Do you know what? His reaction is exactly the reaction it should have been. It is, if in doubt, give it the thumbs up, give it the yes, give it the shout.
Can't really see from this angle, can you? Or maybe we will. No, hang on.
There was movement in that right elbow. Yeah, I'm completely with you on that.
Well, he's got it. So at the moment he's got the gold medal in the clean and jerk. Now he's got one attempt, and it's the glory lift.
All or nothing, 183. This is going to be a new world record clean and jerk attempt. This is the weight that he needs to take the lead. Well, if it's going to take a world record to win it, then let's see if he can pull it out.
Well, the Colombians in front of us they're massing. The jackets are on. They're almost ready to dive to the front of the stage, depending on what happens. This is the moment. He's got plenty of time. There's more than a minute and a half. The gold is in the hands of Chen Li-yun at the moment. The silver is in the hands of Kim Un-guk. He's on 320. But if Oscar Figueroa can achieve this at the age of 30, he will become the world champion. Who knows? Can he clean it? That's the first question. Can he actually pick the bar up and put it on his shoulders with 183? He has to be so clear in his mind about the way he addresses this. Watch the body language. A few paces. How certain is he? How positive can he be? 183 kilos. Not to be. But he has got the gold medal in the clean and jerk and the overall bronze. The overall silver goes to Kim Un-guk of the People's Republic of Korea, and the gold, the overall championship, to Chen Li-yun, who did go for broke on 175 and pulled it out of the fire to take the 62 kilo championship. And there's almost a silence around the hall. The Colombians disappointed, the People's Republic of Korea disappointed, but the Chinese will be really happy with this.
Well, a huge recovery from China to that back. 2 silver medals, the snatch and the clean and jerk. It's consistency that counts. Combined total gives him the gold medal overall.
And 321, just to put it in perspective, is not that far away from Kim Un-guk's world record of 327, which he set last year in the Olympic Games. But it's all about finishing, and Kim Un-guk couldn't finish. Well, there you have the situation. You can see an awful lot of red on that scoreboard there. And 2 men who sadly didn't complete and didn't get a total. No result in the clean and jerk. And in the overall championship, those figures will be with us in a moment. Here's a chance to have a look at the man who's won the clean and jerk gold. And you could say that they did the sensible call here, because they put the 2 kilos on, wanted to secure that, pretty confident he could do that, and then it was hit and hope. And so there it is, by a kilo. China take the gold from the People's Republic of Korea. Figueroa overtaking Christoph to take the bronze. And then you can see the other Colombian there, the younger of the two, leading the rest of the field.